even if we can do that last exercise super well, we want to make sure that we're able to really master the concept of shock absorption, and we're going to take it into multiple planes of movement as we discussed previous in this video series. We're going to do a set of pop-offs. So now we're going to do a little bit of the opposite side of the movement. We're going to push back out of a front lunge, but we're not going to push back all the way. We're going to mostly focus on absorbing ourselves when we come back down. Within the pop-off movement, the main purpose is to load and shock absorb from our front leg. We're not doing anything really with our back leg. We're just keeping it straight to use as a place to pivot from. And again, everything up here is just following along. We're not holding our breath or clenching from anywhere. We're gonna pop off the floor and immediately shock absorb back down. You can add arms into it if you like. You can start to really work on higher movements. We're just not gonna try to push all the way back and fall all the way forward. We're popping off, absorb, pop off, absorb, over and over and over, trying to find the same land point. You can give yourself a band or something on the floor to aim for. Getting into a position of being a little bit fatigued, your foot should land so softly. You should feel your muscles burning out, gassing from here in the quads, in the glutes on the working leg, and nothing really anywhere else. We're going to take that same movement over into a Cossack squat, which is a side lunge, named by the guy who wanted it named after him, I guess. We're going to take a slight 45-degree angle here to open up a little space for our hips. Some people might have a little more that they could go. I really want us to find like feel like we're in a neutral range. So as long as you don't feel like you're pushing on the edges of your range, you're in a good spot. We're going to make sure that we allow ourselves to absorb the movement with both our knee and our hip at the same rate as we come over to the side. If we show this from the side, my knee bends as my hip sits back, which is very different from just doing a side lunge where our knee comes forward and takes a lot of the load independently. We're going to make sure our hip is part of this shock absorption. So as we get into our Cossack squat position, we're then going to add our pop off, sitting back, pushing out. Our other leg is doing nothing. It's in no form bending, absorbing any force through the entire movement. It is just a pivot or pop, pop, popping out of that leg. Don't let your chest start to come over here. Really keep yourself neutral. Keeping that knee nice and linear, stacked over top of our foot rather than here. This isn't dangerous. We'll work on it actually in an internally rotated load for basketball and other pivot-based sports, but running's not really worked in that rotational angle, so we're gonna mostly focus on our shock absorption within the variations that we're progressing here.